YouTube, welcome back. All I did was start the game and teleport here. I didn't do anything else, I promise. Guys, if you want to say hi to YouTube. So I'm guessing you do these runs offline. No, I do them online. I'm hollow most of the time so people can't invade me, but I do them online. In fact, the whole playthrough I did with co-op stream made with Beatrice, we were just fighting PvPers all the time. Some guys made low-level builds and were just sniping us the entire time. It was really awesome. So I'm on my way to Capra Demon and Gaping Dragon. I don't think I'll really have an issue with these guys, but yeah. So yeah, rules for the run are, unless it's a co-op run, like no summoning, can only use the dedicated weapon. The challenge starts after the Asylum, but if I can use the weapon with base stats. I spawned the weapon in through Cheat Engine. Nice! First try! Yo! Cater B first try, please, somebody in the chat. Any of my subs. That was actual first try Lower Undead Berg skip. Bruh! Oh, I can't use it. Wait! I don't want to die like this, though. Wait, hang on. I spawned the weapon in with CE unless I can get it early. But when did people discover that one? Oh, it's been a part of the speedrun for a little bit now. Back in the day, I only knew the other one. Bro, this is the one. Also, feels bad. Second try. Man, look at this guy. This man. Whose man is this? I have to call Hannah and be like, yo, Hannah, come get your man. He's trolling in my chat room. But yeah, they discovered it. It was a couple years ago. It's a really cool skip, but I actually got a first try, which is crazy. Are you joking? Nice angle on the... I thought I was gonna die there. Bro, I quit playing Dark Souls in 2015-16. That's probably when it was then. Bro, I'm gonna die. I played this fight like trash after I did the skip. I usually don't die in the fight. Oh. Bro, focus on the fight, not chat. I can't. Chat is life. My favorite part about streaming. A second try, baby. Second try. But yeah, you're right. I should be focusing on the game and not chat, but I love you guys. You guys are the reason I stream. Honestly, if I got... Like, even if I had 100 viewers, average, every stream, but nobody talked, I would be a sad boy. I wouldn't even be happy streaming. I wouldn't be. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. My joy comes from getting to interact... Nice. Second try, baby! Well, I mean, first try, and then second. You know what I'm saying. But, I don't really enjoy big streams. Yeah, exactly. See, my favorite part is getting to connect with you guys. Like, learning, like, where you guys are from, you know? Like, learning that my man, Faux Shizzle, has a great vocabulary and likes peppers and black olives on his pizza, like an absolute Chad, you know? Just stuff like that, you know? It's really nice getting to interact and communicate with you guys, you know? No one is really communicating with each other. Yeah, exactly. You know? So as long as I can have one viewer, but as long as that one viewer is interacting with me, I'm happy. And if everybody, and I love lurkers, and I really appreciate the support lurkers give me. Because some people like ghost your stream where they just like leave it on the background muted, which is fine. You know, you're helping me out, but I like it better when I'm providing content that somebody enjoys. I don't always, like, I'm not asking for feedback. I'm not like, if you guys are in my chat, you have to be talking to me. That's not what I'm saying. Because I don't even talk in chat that much. But what I'm saying is, if I had, like, man, I'm still doing the old skip, man, you suck. I know Kieran in real life, so I can make fun of him. Incoming D colon, I can tell. I'm predicting it right now. Damn, no D colon. Like I was saying, train of thought, choo-choo. But as long as I'm interacting with somebody, it makes streaming for me, for sure. There it is, the D colon. Okay, here we go. Are you Bro, neither of them did that? Ah. Welcome to the chat room. Why did Twitch just tell me welcome to the chat room? Bro, this is my chat room. How are you gonna welcome me to my own chat room? That's perfect. But, like, if you guys are streamers, you'll understand what I mean. Like, people lurking is always awesome, and you always love it, but, like, getting to interact with your viewers and building a community of people that are just focused around enjoying your personality and who you are is one of the best feelings ever. You know, like... So even if, like, for example... she's probably listening right now, and she's gonna get put on blast. And Truthishly is in every single one of my streams. Right now, if you look at it, she's been here since February. And, like, almost nobody has seen her talk in chat because she talked in chat before anybody else really did. There was, like, 2 people that watched my streams, and she was one of them. Her and It's a Duke. And, her and I, like, obviously, like, we became friends, like, Duke and I did as well. Like, now because I've formed that friendship with somebody, it's fine that they're lurking. Like, for example, if Faux Shizzle my Nizzle, now that I've, you know, gotten to know him a little bit, you know, we shoot the crap, you know, whatever. It'd be fine if he lurked. And I'm not saying people can't lurk my streams if they don't know me, but, you know, what I'm saying is that's the enjoyment I get, is building that connection, learning who people are, where they're from. They get to know a little bit more about me, you know, they get to ask questions or something. That's really, that's the enjoyable part of streaming. That's why I do this. That's why I love it. I've always wanted to get into streaming, to be honest. Seems like so much fun. Dude, Faux Shizzle my Nizzle, I super recommend it. I was always super scared to start streaming. And then one day, I just decided that I was going to. And I built a gaming PC. But you don't even really need to. Dark Souls is not a game that requires a lot of recs. Yeah, then I just started, and and the rest is history, honestly. It's easier than you think, but it's also harder than you think. Like, at the same time. That was a terrible jump, but I guess it worked. Jump shouldn't have worked. After my exams, I'll try to get a PC built, though. Well, it depends. It depends. Like, you don't need a super strong PC to stream. Like, you can even stream in, like, 480p. Like, I stream in, like, 720. Right. My PC was, like... I don't remember where you're from, Faux Shizzle. You're from, European, someplace. For me, it cost around, $2,000 USD. Was my PC. I think you'd understand that. But you don't need this at all. You could build one for like 1K and stream it, it'd be fine. Germany. Alright, cool. But, you don't need that big of a rig or really anything. Like, it depends on the games you want to play. Like, if you're wanting to play, like, the coolest new game out and you're trying to, like, you know, play, like, you're trying to play, like, stream Valorant or something on, like, ultra high settings, then... Yeah, you're probably in for a bad time on your PC. Like, even I might not even be able to do that. Like, I don't really know, but I would get the parts individually secondhand. Yeah, that's probably the best, to be honest. And then if you know how to build a PC, or you get like a family friend of yours or something to build your PC, and you're laughing, bro, you're cooking. Nice. Really good damager. Classy finish. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed. I just made a mistake. I homeward boned before the boss died. So... I didn't get the souls for killing that boss because I boned too fast. So... Gaping Dragon's technically still alive. Do I have... Do I have to go fight Gaping Dragon again, or can we just collectively say that I killed him? So how does it work then with copyrighted music these days? Because all I hear people play on stream nowadays is royalty-free stuff. Yeah, so Twitch updated their terms of service, so you can only play copyrighted music now, like things under the I believe the act is called DMCA. If you want to read into it more, DMCA. And yeah, basically they made it so if you don't own the music or it's not copyright free, you can't use it because streamers were making money off of other people's content, which they're against. But at the same, like, I disagree with this in so many different ways. Because listening to songs on stream is how some people even found their music in the first place. But whatever. But yeah, you can listen to copyrighted music on stream as long as you delete the VOD after and any clips associated with it. But I would have loved sharing music on streams. Yeah, exactly. It was enjoyable. You did like song request streams and people found songs they liked and whatnot. But yeah, so you can play copyrighted music, but you can't do any clips and you can't. You have to delete your VOD after, which is really crappy. You don't want to do that. Yeah, I've also heard that people have been getting suspended for doing that. So I would tread on carefully there. Like I heard another affiliate got suspended for like 3 days or something, which is like banned but not really banned, for 3 days because he was doing that. He was doing song request streams for a large enough audience to the point where they felt the need to. I was like, that's really stupid. Okay, so guys, what's the consensus? Kieran and Faux Shizzle my nizzle. What's the consensus on Gaping Dragon? Is Gaping Dragon dead, or do I have to go kill him because he's technically alive? His whole health bar died. He was in the dying animation, and I boned out. It's dead in my book. Alright. So kill Stray Demon. Oh, the gang squad. You slew that treacherous beast. You died in... Nice. Big damage. Yeah! Oh, you... I didn't mean to do that, but... Give me your humanity, lady. No? Yeah. I mean, I killed their boy Petrus, so they tried to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I helped them out by killing Petrus, and they thanked me by trying to kill me. SMH my head, dude. Oh, wait, this was bad. Okay, we're good. I was gonna die to full damage there. Did you see that thing Lobos is doing? What do you mean? Like the sound effects mod, or... I watch the Lobos a lot, so... Depends on me. Yeah, exactly. Lobos FX. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Bro, his Firelink Shrine music is actually so good. His Firelink Shrine music, if you guys haven't listened to it... No, he released on YouTube. He released it on YouTube. It's a full song. I'll link it. It's Lobos Junior SFX Firelink. He released the whole song of it. Actually gorgeous. I played it on stream before, but you know, I don't want to get DMCA'd. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's actually fire. It's Craigasm, exactly. It is hot tamale. Nice. Space Arrow 1. Ah! Yep. Yeah, he showed off some of the NPC dialogue today. Nice. I don't watch the stream because he streams when I'm at work, so it's a little bit unfortunate. I don't get to watch many of his streams, but I watch actually a lot of his VODs, and I watch like pretty much all of his YouTube stuff. But shit is too funny. Yeah. So some of the NPCs he did were just like, were just complete joke. Yeah, Lobos Jr. is actually my biggest inspiration for streaming and playing Dark Souls. Like playing Dark Souls was kind of like my buddies were like, "Yo, play this game. It's hard and fun, and I know you like hard games." I'm like, "All right, sure." And I think it was free on Xbox. Is actually how I started. Yeah, then the whole I found Lobos shortly after, and the whole idea of challenge running was like the coolest thing ever. So I started challenge running, and then, like, you know, I had always had that dream as a kid to be like a YouTuber or a streamer or something, and you know, but like never figured it was actually going to happen. And then, yeah, I was just like, man, I really want to do this. I want to be like a mini Lobos. That's what I always said to myself. And I started off only doing challenge runs, believe it or not. I was doing basically only challenge runs for a very long time. I haven't even started my quest to beat Dark Souls with every weapon yet. And then basically I was like, you know what? I kind of miss doing PvP. I'm going to do some PvP. And sure enough, the PvP guys came around, and now look at me. I'm, all I do is PvP and PvE. But I tried playing some other games here and there. I tried doing some variety stuff with my friends. And whatever. And, you know, like, as you can see, I had like 15 or like, you know, 18 viewers for PvP. PvE, only the real homies are at, you know. There's 5 of us chilling. Or 6 of us or whatever. But you know what? That's fine. Because like I said, I stream for fun. I stream for the enjoyment of it. I'm not trying to get big. I'm not trying to be famous. I literally, like, I work a full-time job. I don't need it. You know, if it happens, cool, but not my, when did you start PvPing? I PvP'd back when I played on Xbox in like 20, like, I before the DLC even came out, I did a little bit of PvP and got wrecked and was like, alright, whatever. I come from a fighting game background. I've been playing fighting games since I was 6 years old. And played some of them with Yum Yum. You saw him earlier in the chat. Him and I were like training partners. We would train each other, whatever. But then I started PvPing in Dark Souls. I did, like I said, really casually before the DLC came out, and then got wrecked and stopped. I did a lot of DS2 PvP, a little bit of DS3, and then I came back to DSR, and I started PvPing in March. I've been playing for, yeah, pretty much since March, so about 3 months. Or I guess we're getting close to 4 months now. And you know, some people are like, yeah, Caden, you're pretty good for 3 or 4 months. But in reality, it's like I know so much, and I don't do any of it. Do you ever play Cass in some fighting games? Did you ever play Cass? What do you mean Cass? It can mean a lot of things. Cast the player? I don't even know who that is. So, probably not. I pretty much only played, like, depends on the game. I played online, but, most games I played just with, like, friends of mine, or I played, like, very little online or something like that, you know. Or I played a lot of, like, when I first started, it was playing Soul Calibur 2 versus bots, right? So, I missed it. I was trying to rush that. Why is there a white sign here? Oh, I think I'm at Simone Ornstein level, but I beat them like forever ago. All right, fair. Oh, dude, there's a guy on Cass's Discord called Cade. That's funny. No, I don't know who Cass is, but that's not me. Yeah, like I started with Soul Calibur 2. I played a little bit of Tekken. Then I moved on to Street Fighter 2. And then when Street Fighter 4, then I played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Played a lot of Melee. I went to like some local tournaments here and there. That was super duper fun. I played Melee for many years. And then I went on to Street Fighter 4 when Street Fighter 4 came out. And played a heck of a lot of Street Fighter 4. And then I kind of, after Street Fighter 4, I kind of fell off. I play a lot of like indie fighting games now. I don't really play any like seriously anymore. I've kind of fell off that wagon. And then I played some Tekken 7 when Tekken 7 came out. And then Tekken 7 was really cool. But oh, I missed a follow when I was gone. Dagra test. Damn, sorry I missed your follow. I don't even think they're probably not even here anymore. That's so sad. Damn it. Sorry I missed your follow, dude. If I ever see Dagra test, I'm gonna have to say sorry I missed your follow, bro. You know Grand Blue? Yeah, I've watched some Grand Blue. I watched Grand Blue in Evo of 2018? 2019. I don't remember. But yeah, I've never played Grand Blue or Blaze Blue, but heard of them. Supposedly it's a hot shit. I mean, if it's... There's not really a whole lot of good fighting games out there right now. Like, the FGC is kind of dead because of COVID, to be honest, so... I don't know the first thing about FGs, though. Fair enough. Fair enough. But, like I said, I played them since I was 6. That doesn't mean I was good. I just really enjoyed fighting games. I've always loved them. I've always, like, for example, if I pull up my Steam... Oh, that's my wrong Steam. Where's my... This is my actual Steam. Can I... Like, this doesn't do it proper justice because it's not like on my Xbox or like anything else. But like, if we look at some of like the fighting games I played, like for example, Ultra Street Fighter 4, I pretty much the entire time, like I played on Xbox, so when I say a whole heck of a lot, 35 hours is not a whole heck of a lot. I have like 300 hours on 400 hours on console. Those 35 hours are just straight training mode other than 1 hour. Skullgirls, it's 22 hours of training mode. Tekken is 20 hours of training mode. DBFZ, that's about 15 or 16 hours of training mode. Like, all I do is just sit in training mode and, like, practice combos or learn footsies or Tekken the game or whatever. Like, that's, like, for some reason, that's my favorite part. I don't know why. I can just no life learning combos and stuff. Actually, in Street Fighter 4... I main Dudley, and then I can do some combos without looking. It's all audio cues. I probably didn't even do it without audio cues. I had that memorized, but... Seems like FG players often spread their wings a fair bit and play all sorts of different games. Yeah, exactly. They either get tired of... They either stay in the genre of their own fighting game... Or sorry, they stay in the genre of fighting games, and just play different fighting games, or you have the players that will stay with their like one fighting game and play others. I'm like part of the rare breed that does both. I mean does both. I mean like plays other fighters and plays other games. But for the most part, you don't really see that all too often. That was a really terrible roll. I'm playing this fight like trash. But yeah, man, it feels really good to like be proficient at a fighting game and like have a community and play well in it and whatever. I mean, the same can be said about Dark Souls in that regard. But there's actually a lot of borrowed terminology and tech like from Dark Souls to fighting games, etc. Like option selects and the like, and footsies and whiff punishing and spacing, etc. Like, you know, like it's all fighting game terms. I often hear people say Dark Souls is just a 3D FG. Yeah, I mean, to a degree. It's not Tekken, but it's definitely has a lot of tech. The only thing really missing from the game is like whatever, but man, when they add in Plink into Dark Souls, hell yeah. Well, combos don't really work because of toggling, but yeah, dude. Imagine plinking in DS. What the hell? What's that? It's it's a technique in fighting games, where basically the idea is like, for example, it makes combos easier. So if you do an attack, and let's say you press like light punch and medium punch at the same time, or sorry, you press light punch and then light punch, medium punch, how the game reads that is light punch, which makes you plink your inputs and it makes it easier to hit. So like for example, there's some characters with a combo, like you can do like with pretty much any character in any fighting game, like jab, 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 right? But like most characters can't do like medium punch, medium punch, medium punch. But if you plink the medium punches by hitting like medium punch and light punch, you can get it way easier. Is a rough explanation of it, but I mean that's, you know, kind of irrelevant. Yum Yum's just punking. Plinking is dead, but because Street Fighter V killed plinking. Plinking was huge in Street Fighter 4. There were some combos that you basically had to plink, and plinking is called P-linking, like it's P-linking, but people just called it plinking. I don't remember what it actually, like perfect linking maybe is what was that they were referring it to. I don't quite remember, but yeah, like there were some character combos that were pretty much plink specific unless you're an absolute master and would hit like 1 frame lengths all day. But if you were hitting 1 frame lengths all day, you're probably playing like, probably should be playing a top tier and just crushing everybody. Yeah, no man, I love fighting games. I can talk about them like all day, dude. Sea Viper was plinking the movie, the video game. Yeah, I mean, hey, so was Evil Ryu. To be honest, like his medium axe kick combos, like that's all plinked. Like you have to be plinking the jab crouch fears. You have to be plinking that. Bro, who's like people just have their signs down. That's so funny. Like, see, I wanna summon these people because I'm like, man, I want to support people still putting their white signs down in this game. Like, that's such a rare sight to see, but alas. Summon this poor fellow? I'm thinking about it, but I don't think I will. Like, you know what I mean? It makes my heart happy that there's still like that part of the community that's not like try hard, disgusting, freaking basement dwelling, 100-hour playing, looking, whatever, right? There's just a guy who's casually playing Dark Souls, slapping his white sign in the painted world, you know? Like, it makes my heart happy. If I go through PvE, I drop my sign just in case. Yeah. That was bad. I went off it too fast there. Is that a bad angle as well? No. This trick is a little more specific than it looks. I don't know this skip. I do a lot of skips in this run, actually. But this skip is another old school speedrun skip. Old school. This is from the all bosses runs. That was bad. Basically, like you see the part of the wall that I'm bouncing off of. There's a part of the wall that's perfectly flat that I can land on and roll off of. I'll get it here in a second. Like that. And then you just roll off onto this. And skip that whole section. Noise, yeah. And some people are like, but he's doing skips and he's not actually beating the game and all he does is run past enemies. And like, my objective is to beat the game, killing all bosses with X weapon. I'm not gonna do like any glitches or real exploits. Like I'm not gonna dupe souls or nothing like that. But I think skips like that are perfectly fine. I have no issue with them. You can hear her dialogue in that cutscene. That's why I find her every time. If you're wondering why I like ran right to her and was like listening really hard. Whoop. Moan percent. All he does is skip and doesn't find enemies. Fake runs, redo them all. It's true. You first. Probably should just get more endurance. I want to level up more damage, but I feel like I just need stats, you know. All right. I don't think we beat the Hydra. Let's see this Duke skip. Oh, you're doing optional boss now. I actually did all the optional bosses minus like butterfly and stuff. So I'm going to do the Duke skip, which is Clom's favorite part of the stream. But I'm thinking that I didn't kill the Hydra, and I need the pendant to go to DLC. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did all optional bosses. I did Capra Ceaseless, Gwendolyn, Priscilla, Stray Demon. I do Moonlight Butterfly along with Sif and stuff, so pretty sure I got all of them. Let's go kill the Hydra, get the pendant, so we can go to DLC later. I do all the lords, and then I go to DLC as well. I have like a path that I run pretty much every playthrough. You have to learn it eventually. It's I wouldn't say it's like the most optimal or anything like that, but it's just a path that I figured out. Like, you know, works for me, makes sense in my head. I think there's better ways to optimize it, but it's just my muscle memory at this point. I'm doing it for so long. I think it's +4, and I would need like 2 more dragon scales, and I would have to farm it. I would need 4 more dragon scales, and I would have to farm those. Did I miss both of those? Nice. I don't think I ever killed Havel, did I? I have the Chloranthy ring on? So, okay, alright, whatever. Didn't realize I had Chloranthy on, but get his ass from me. Alright, I'll go kill Havel. I usually rock like Ring of Favor and Protection Havel like pretty much every playthrough, but I just didn't. It's because trying to use the MLGS early was really hard, but how much does Chloranthy give actually? I don't remember the percentage, but it's I think it's a little bit better than a Green Blossom. Let me check. $20 per second, which I think is that how much a Green Blossom gives? Doesn't actually say it on Wikidot here. What is Grass Crest? Grass Crest is 10 per second, so it's that's also 10 per second. Wow, I mean Chloranthy is really good then. 20 per second is really good. More than Grass Crest? Yeah, Chloranthy is apparently amazing. I didn't even realize. Cool. It's good for running around. Honestly, thought there was more than 19 bosses. Is there only 19 bosses? Okay. Asylum Demon, Taurus Demon, Gargoyles, Q-Leg, Iron Golem, Smoln Ornstein, Capra. I'm not even counting. Whatever. I always thought it was shit. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Chloranthy ring is good, but there's so many good rings in the game that it's like, you know, like Chloranthy's good, but like, you know. Yeah, 2 for 1 there. What I was doing with this guy who only plays dragon builds the other day. Interesting. Only plays dragon builds. And so I understood I just had to keep his stamina drained. And then realized that having superior stamina is kind of huge. Oh, it's huge. If you have somebody on the rope stamina-wise, like if you're kicking their block and their block gets broken, you have so much advantage right there. It's actually crazy. Their options are so limited, like... But obviously, you need to be a better player than my freaking wheelchair having whatever to freaking to capitalize on it. But what was that? Oh yeah, bosses. Is there really only I thought there was 21. There's more than 19, Kieran. What the frick are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Bro, there's 27 bosses. What the frick are you on about? Then I realized that having experienced that. I wonder what weapon would kind of lend itself to that. Maybe like GT. Yeah, I mean, like you can look at Unda's kick build, right? Oh, DLC bosses. I mean, you still counted wrong, Kieran. There's not that many DLC bosses. Like, bro, there's Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias, Calamite, Manus. There's only 4, so you messed up still. You missed 4 bosses. Oh. He has so much magic resist. I haven't seen his kick build. It's really cool. So he uses orange charred ring and thorn leggings. And his kicks do insane stamina damage because of the both of them there. And then he actually uses the Dragon Slayer Spear, which apparently does a bunch of stamina damage on I don't know if he means like on block or on hit. I don't know how it works, but he said he was debating between 2 different spears, but the Dragon Slayer Spear did more stamina damage, so I don't really know what that means, but yeah, he uses the orange charred ring in PvP. Let that sink in. And all he does is kick you. He kicks you over and over and over again. And yeah, he spams R1 and like it's amazing. And like he does so little damage. He does like 200 damage. But like when you see it work and he wins, it's a masterpiece. It's actually hard to fight as well. You're thinking, all right, well, I'll just poise BS him. And it's like, but he's kicking you. Just base wielding stats? Maybe. I'm not sure what the stats are for that build. I'd have to ask Unda. But it's a really cool build. The sorcery is oozing. Mind your damn. I didn't do that. Let's get 2020 and I'll start leveling damage again. Zadeeps. Alright. We're up to Seath. Seath will be the hardest of the main goons here. because of the high magic defense, but I think DLC will be hardest because they have high magic defense and this weapon does straight magic damage. So, as you can see there, no physical, it's just only magic, baby. It might be a little bit tough, but can't be harder than a straight sword hilt. So, I didn't. Gosh. Clum said I should make a place that vessel emote, and honestly I should. Like, I... Alright. No! First try... freaking, what's it called? First try, First try skip... I mean... What's the... Duke's Archives skip. I doubt it. I've first tried Duke's Archives only a few times, but... I've gotten really close on some first attempts. But it usually takes me a couple. Depends on how frequent I've been doing runs, and I haven't done a run in a while, so... I kind of doubt that I will. But who knows? Sometimes you get lucky. What in the frick? That didn't even damage me. Interesting. Guess it has a stagger hitbox that's bigger than its damage hitbox. Alright, boys. Fang Boarhelm. PogChamp. Can I blast them through this? Oh, frick. I didn't repair this. Alright, well, I have to use it, like, partly damaged for this little bit here. I forgot to repair the weapon. That has no damage. Yeah. Usually I get them stuck in a different spot, but like... bait them over here. I was very active. Nice. There you go. This is what I like to see. Well, except for he did that attack and it pushes him out. You can fall back into it. There it is. Bro, I got my eyes on this PTD auction on eBay. Ooh. Like an unsealed hard copy. Wow. What's it going for, if you don't mind me asking? I wouldn't bid on it, but... I actually really wanted to get PTD at some point, but, Bro, it's at 2.5 euros? Are you serious? Holy... So far, yeah, sometimes people like to swoop in the end and grab it, but... No! Dude, no Fang Boarhelm? This is a reset. I gotta reset the whole run, guys. Sorry, we'll be back. I'm kidding. It's ending in 10 hours? Yeah. Somebody's probably gonna nab that up. We'll swoop in. Hour or two or something. I didn't buy a repair box? Are you serious? Bro, don't jinx him. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I need to repair this guy, and then I need to buy a repair box, because I'm El Dumbo. When? And then... When? I didn't buy the key yet, right? No, I didn't. I just want to play Pt.2 about, yeah. Didn't you say you came from Pt.2? But PS3 is dead, yeah. Oh yeah, weren't you the guy that was playing with somebody? Yeah, you were the guy who was like, "Yo, anybody want to play on PS3?" and I was laughing like, "Bro, I'm serious." I'm like, "I'm sorry." Oh, you can't warp to that bonfire. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that was you. That's what I thought. Can't warp to that bonfire. So I gotta make that little run again. Nice. Come to DSR. How do you feel about DSR compared to Pt.2? Everybody that plays Pt.2 comes to DSR. They're like, I like Estus, but I miss all the tech, is what I hear every time. I like Estus, miss the tech. I just get BS. I mean, that didn't happen in Pt.2. Oh, because Ghost Strikes, right? Maybe does that counter? I don't know. I don't know the tech, but... I still have a habit of dead angles in Ghost Strikes. Yeah, there you go. No, not only the text. The 60 FPS just feels way different. Honestly, I can believe it. You're seeing double what you would normally. And that can actually screw with you, to be honest. That's probably, like, actually use, like, tech for it. Because, like, you have to react so much slower on 30 frames per second versus, like, 60. You don't have that much time to react. Yeah, you exactly get punished way less because, you know, like, it's like half as slow kind of idea, right? Can you not buy Pt.2 on Steam anymore? No, you can't. They took it off the Steam store. Like a long time ago. Yeah. So the only way to get Pt.2 is pirate copies, which a lot of people are doing, or yeah, like buying a very rare like Steam key for it. I'm glad I have it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much to me because I probably like remaster better, but I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get to try it. I have Pt.2 on console. I mean, I don't have the DLC on console, though, is the issue. And I wouldn't be able to stream it, so why even bother playing at that point? Share me it? I just have one muscle memory geared towards Pt.2. That's 100% fair. I can totally understand that. Alright, boys, here we go. Duke's Archive, Skipperoni, and the Pepperonis. Here we go. Got the mid roll on. I wonder if the sword's gonna. I'll just do this. Decent angle. No! Frick! Frick! I got the right angle too. When did you reduce channel points? Buddy, what do you mean? Reduce channel points. At least you didn't die? Yeah. Except for now we're playing Quit Out Simulator. What do you mean by reduce channel points? I didn't lower my prices. No. Yeah. I didn't walk far enough there. I used to get 100 from chests. Oh, Kieran, Twitch nerfed channel points. Yeah, no, streamers can't control how many channel points you get. Twitch nerfed them. So, you used to earn, and 12 passive over time. Yeah. You used to earn, for a non-sub, you earned 10 passively, and you got 50 from chests, right? Now, apparently, instead of getting 320 an hour, you get 220 an hour, and when you're subbed at tier 1, you get 1.2 times. And actually, if you click on your channel points, you see it. 1.2 times. You click on channel points, and you see Caterbots, rewards, and then you'll see 1.2 times. But if you sub at tier 2, you get 1.5 times, and if you sub at tier 3, you get 2.25 times. So they literally made channel points pay to win, and I'm so pissed off about it. I learned that the other day, and I was super upset. I was like, bro, if you're paying money in my stream, you should be able to get double channel points. Like, are you joking? Feels bad, man. I failed my failed my saving quit as well on that. Yeah, it's a big feels bad, man. It's like honestly, it's such a slap in the face. It's like you're not even getting like channel point wise. You're not even getting that much of a bonus being a sub. Channel point wise. It's pretty dumb. Why'd I quit out there? That's not how that works. Like, I'm not even thinking. Choke percent speed run. 3:28:37. Dude, that's gotta be world record, I think. Oh, I can't believe I've had 2 good attempts at Duke's archive skip, and I failed both of them. Bro, I failed, like, the easy part because I get nervous. Because, like, I always try to, like, line myself up with it right, but then I end up falling off of it by walking, and that's, like, the worst feeling for me. So then I'm too far away rather than angling myself correctly. Can you not? Angling myself correctly so that I can do the skip. Happens to the best of us. Also, Twitch added... I forgot about that. Twitch added a timer. So right beside viewers, you can see a timer. And, the timer made exclamation mark uptime completely irrelevant. Which is cooler for streamers that didn't want to set that up. But now for streamers, it's like... it's so less fun. Like, you just see it's there. You know, like... It's like part of Twitch that they killed with that, like... I don't know. Lamoa. Got him. There we go. Nice toggle? I didn't even mean to toggle that. I don't know, but I feel that's a good change. Yeah, I think it's a good change, but... I'm not gonna say it doesn't make me sad. It's definitely a good change, though. That's like it's buffing lurking. You don't have to do uptime anymore. Because if somebody was lurking and they were like exclamation mark uptime, I'd be like, yo man, how's it going? But now they're just like, oh, he's been alive for they buff lurking. They buff lurking and nerf channel points, dude. Twitch with the metagame mix up, dude. Dude, can you quit out? My D-pad is dying again. Nerfed channel points, buffed lurking. Back from lurk. Phone shut off. No worries, dude. Why am I failing this skip so bad? Let's, like, can we just focus, please, and get through this? Let me continue my run. And the reason I do Duke's archive skip pretty much every time, unless I'm doing a co-op stream, is because I really dislike, in pretty much every game ever, forced deaths, and I hate the jail sequence. So it's really crappy. So I just I feel like I have to freaking do the. I would rather, because like the Duke's archive skip on the speed run saves about like 8 minutes or something like that. I would rather attempt Duke's Archive skip for about 15 minutes. I would have more fun attempting it than I would have going through Duke's Archives. Actually. Bro, free will is an illusion. No. Bro, why can't I quit out anymore? What is my issue? I keep, like, right there, I hit left on the D-pad, and it didn't respond. I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy a new controller soon. I actually like this controller, so I might buy another one, but... It died in, like 3 months? 4 months? 5 months? I don't even remember when I bought it, but... That's alright, right? Got some old 360 controllers. My issue is my 360 controllers are too beat up for me to use again. But I had to go buy like a thing from Walmart. Although I bought a controller from Walmart and it's a piece of garbage. It worked for like over a month, like past like the warranty on it or whatever, the time where I could take it back, and then it stopped working, and I was pissed. I'm walking too far now. Or I'm getting a bad angle, one or the other. It might be both. You know what's funny? This trick is supposedly impossible with keyboard and mouse because you can't do the omnidirectional roll back onto the railing. There's probably a setup you could figure out, but that was really bad. It worked. Yeah, I was there. Because on keyboard you can only roll in 8 directions, whereas on controller you can roll in 360 degrees. You need to hit like a certain degree point there. And the reason I quit out here is to make the elevator come up faster. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but yeah, just in case. Also, sorry for anybody that's joining and they're like, yo, what the frick is this guy doing? I'm trying to... I'm trying to do Duke's Archive skip. I almost got it first try and almost got it third try, and I've been failing it ever since. Are you... That's even worse than failing it! What the frick am I supposed to do? No, yellow soapstone, dude? I don't have a yellow soapstone. I kind of want to spawn one in with CE and write a message here, but like... Yeah, GG. Bro. If only you let Seath cook you. Yeah, I would have been through this. I probably would have been through this already, to be honest. But I'd have to let Seath cook me and run through the whole jail section. So you know what? Like I said, I'd rather fail Duke's Archive skip like a bunch of times than do this. Can you imagine if I got it first try? I would have popped the frick off. But now when I get Seath skip, I'll be like, bam, there you go. Seath's done. Should've done this 20 hours ago. Bro, how are you gonna... The chimes in the jail section? They're pretty good. That's why you hold your shield up while running. I don't think that was gonna hit me, but they did. At not worth, exactly. Why would you ever not do the Duke's Archive skip, even when you've burned all the time on it, you know? Nah, they're annoying as frick. Oh, the alarm sound. I thought you meant like the ambient noise or whatever. I was like, yeah, it's alright. I mean, wouldn't really comment on it too much, but... Bro, my bloodstain is over there! Did you guys see where my bloodstain was? It was on the outside of the railing. That's funny. That's really funny. Again, sorry this is kind of boring gameplay. It'll resume in a second. Just entertain me here. Are you boring? I mean, it's boring for some people, but humans love to see true suffering. Probably, I'm a definition of true suffering. Dog, it's just a hat. You can walk over the hat. Bro, if you want to go upstairs, just walk over the hat. See that? I hate that. I was trying to angle myself properly and I ended up falling off it. That's my least favorite thing to do with Duke's Archive. So I get Duke's Archive and I get like the worst angle of life. Yeah, there you go. Just walk over the hat. This is true suffering. Making your face an emote. Kieran, that's the biggest what's the word I'm looking for? Biggest honor a man could have. Being an emote. In my stream? You know how many people are an emote in my stream? Terrible angle again. Gosh, I'm starting to get triggered. That was the worst roll angle of maybe my life. Accomplishment of my life. Oh, that's for that one. Wait, what the wait, hang on. Oh, what the frick is that? Hey! 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 What the frick ever? Hello? Get out of my house. I was AFK. I was freaking stupid. Bro, is that literally a pic of you asleep? Yeah, that's a picture of Yum Yum to sleep. It's an emote. It's yeah. This is me though. That's straight me. You can tell. And this actually Clum did. He roll in the chat here. I mean, he's not in chat right now, but oh, he's the humanity by accident. Pog emotes, yeah. I mean, I try. They're fun. When do you get another slot? I actually I have 2 open slots right now. I want to do like a cater love emote, I think, and I want to do a cater high, I think, are the next 2 I want to do. But yeah, I'm not sure how I want to do them. I'm not sure like who I want to do them. So need a 66 strength one? That would be pretty good. I'm pretty synonymous with that build, so I need to make like 5 66 strength builds. There you go. Imagine 66 at 120. Oof. Yo, Foshizo, when the pride ooh woo emote goes away, you're probably gonna be so sad. Ooh, thanks. Let me get that. First try, baby! Woo! Damn, he's good, guys. Incredible. GG. Easiest skip of my life, by the way. Bro, it's the best. It's not forever? I don't think it's forever. Any of the event emotes like that, they've taken away eventually. I think that's probably there for the month of June, I would assume, but... So you can spam it when we have the chance. Bros. So I'm actually gonna go human here. The reason I'm gonna go human is like I have the extra curse resistance. I've never been cursed by Seath, but you know what? We don't really need to make a habit of starting it, so. This garden area is pretty nice for FCs, I always thought. I've actually wanted to do an FC here for a while, to be honest. So there's a couple areas where I don't see people do FCs enough. And I actually agree. The garden, I think, is really nice. There's actually an FC I want to do. Okay, yo, faux shizzle. I'm gonna give you a secret, all right? A secret FC I'm gonna do one day. I'm gonna have to get a bunch of people in on it though. You know where Havel's armor is in Anor Londo? I want to do an FC down there where it's pitch black. People either have to use Sunlight Maggot or Cast Light. Every combatant has to either use Cast Light or Sunlight Maggot. Or a Skull Lantern. Take your pick. Is it that dark? Yeah, it's like pitch dark down there. That's gonna be the whole FC. I don't think I will allow Skull Lantern because you don't have to be using a skull. Like you have to be holding the Skull Lantern up to be even using it. So, but. Oh, and on the roof is a 6th spot as well. Totally slept on. On the roof of what? Anor Londo? Or do you mean the roof of Anor Londo? Oh, bro, you're right. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, where the Silver Knight Archer is. Yeah. That's a really nice FC place. Wow. That's a really sweet... Yeah, you're right. That spot is sick. That gets slept. What the hell? That is a dope FC spot. I don't think I've ever seen FC there. Yeah, I don't know why. That's a really clean spot. It's just a giant square. Damn. Oh, I misjudged the jump. Bro, host wants something sometime? Yeah, I'm gonna write these down, actually. The tournament is being held in Artorias Arena, which I'm really excited about. Cause like my whole life, I was like, bro, I've always wanted to fight in the Artorias Arena. I want to fight in the Artorias Arena, but I can't fight in the Artorias Arena. And then somebody's like, you can just enter the Artorias Arena. It was a summoning fail. Summoning fail was you can just enter the Artorias Arena from Royal Wood. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. But I was like, you're joking. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. And then I went over there and checked, and yeah, sure enough, you can have people in there and do an FC. So, yeah, the tourney's being held in the Artorias Arena. Very, very fitting, I think. But, bro, you gotta cut the tail? No, there's no way. No. Tail cut's actually hard to get on Seath, to be honest. For the MLGS run. Yeah, no, I know why you want the tail cut, but I still remember back in the day before meals and stuff, yeah. When I had to do things legit. Dan's game. Oh no, don't tell me. No, and he kills him before he can cut the tail. No. No. That's top 10 anime betrayals right there. Sunbro kills Seath. Feels bad, man. New game +7 hilt run. You do it first, Kieran. You do it first, buddy, and I'll do it. Okay. More like Sunho, am I right, fellas? Ayo! High five. Ow, you little... Ow, ow, ow. Don't do that. That's gonna kill me. This freaking tentacle slap hits me. Don't do that. That attack's actually deceptively strong. That freaking tail thrash round thing. Okay. Alright. See you never then. Is this a new game plus run? No, this is a new game. Like I said, I spawn the weapons in with cheat engine. I spawn them in at +0, and I have to upgrade them throughout the run. I don't spawn them in if they're early enough, but no, but it cursed! No, no! Oh my gosh. That was scary. Imagine curse right there. That would have lost it, dude. This run would have been so I would have just laughed. I would have laughed so hard. That damage. Alright, yo, faux shizzle. Beta Chaos, Nito, or 4 Kings. Take your pick. And I mean, and subsequent bosses up until them, but. Nito? Gotcha. My favorite is to do Bed of Chaos, because the bosses leading up to are pretty easy, and Bed of Chaos is kind of awful. So you can go at bosses with better levels, but honestly, I can do them in any order. It doesn't really matter. I was gonna say Bed of Chaos. I don't mind. Like I said, if I can beat you Forest Soul, you cannot beat. But it's just so yeah. Oh hey, are you really Canadian? I am indeed, sir. Born and raised in Alberta, Canada. Would be Canadian. Are you really Canadian, though? I know, okay, I sound maybe a little bit Canadian, and people are always like, well, you don't say A enough, but I actually do say A, but I use it in a different context, I guess. But also, Canadians don't really even say A all that often. The other way to tell if somebody's a Canadian is the way they say sorry. But, unfortunately, I say sorry wrong, apparently. Because all the Canadians are like, oh, sorry. They say sorry, but I say it like real American, like sorry. So, but. You look like more German. Actually, I'm from German descent. My family on both sides is German. Minus my grandmother on my mom's side is Irish. But yeah, I'm like very, very German. In fact, my last name is like, the way that you spell my last name, people always mispronounce it because it's like, it has like a bunch of like weird consonants put together. But I myself am not German. I don't speak German. Don't know anything of it. But when my beard grows out longer as well, you can actually see the red in my beard from the Irish in me, which is really cool. But people keep making me shave on stream, so I get to grow very often. But is that a compliment or an insult? You look more German. Mouth shaving stream. I've done 2 so far, faux shizzle. If you look at my channel points, the 10K channel point reward is shave on stream, and I've had to do it twice already, and it's pretty awesome. People always enjoy it. Ow, you little. Oh, freaking. Bro, these rewards are cheap. Yeah, some of them are really cheap. I need to buff some of them, but some of them I'm fine with. Like I said, they nerfed channel points, so people don't get them 2 times as fast anymore. Like when you were subbed, you used to just be you got 2 times, but now it's not. But there was a white sign up there. Is that an NPC? Yeah, it's Paladin Leroy. Kieran, the dude with Grant and Sanctus and the Paladin armor. But VIP is Spenny though. Yeah, that's true. I mean, honestly, like I think my channel points are fine. Like 300 I put on a new hat. Like, I'm just putting on a hat. Like, 300 could be 300. Pickler banana suit is, you know, I like it to be cheap. I like to see redeemed. It's kind of funny. Everybody likes it. I'm increasing putting on a pair of glasses because that's ridiculous. That's changing for sure. Shaving my facial hair being 10K is fun. Co-op stream is 20. That's because, like, 20K might be kind of cheap, but at the same time, like, 20K co-op stream means, like, doing a run like this, so we pick a weapon. I don't want it to be some random redeeming it, but I want it to also be, like, special and be like, whoa, that's pretty cool. But VIP is big boy. So far, only one person has redeemed VIP, and that's Mr. Clum. Although Miss Ann Truthishly could redeem VIP. I think she's saving it. Yeah, I think she's waiting for it. Increase the glasses to 500? Bro, what do you mean? The glasses are 750. I would be decreasing them. I'm increasing them to 1,000 minimum. Wait, what? I lost which Anita was. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just reading chat. Damn, probably really bad mask. It sucks. Yeah, that's a buff. No, it needs to be. It's getting nerfed. I'm buffing channel points, and it's growing. It's getting bigger. It's swole. You know. Would you rather have $750 or $1,000? You know? Buffing up the wallet. All right, I'm saving for that, but it'll take 100 years. You're saving for VIP? Yeah. Like I said, Twitch had nerfed them, so in order to get VIP at being a non-sub would take 227 hours of watching the stream and collecting the thing, which is pretty stupid. I don't really like that. It used to be 156, but yeah, it's it's a while, man. I don't actually have that command set up, Faux Shizzle. I don't have that command either. Like, I'm new to the whole streaming thing, but I'll set that up soon. If it makes you feel any better, I can tell you when you followed. When I click on your name, it tells me when you followed. I'm interested in the bonfire. How do you set it up? You have to set it up through Nightbot. Times choked, probably 1,000, Kieran. Faux Shizzle, you've been following since June 23rd of 2020. So June 3rd. You've been following me for a while, man. You've been following me for almost a month. June 23rd. A week. Happy 8 days, Faux Shizzle. But yeah, Nightbot here, like if I do like, you know, you see Nightbot, right? Like that's a custom what's it called? And you have to set that up through Nightbot itself. So if you go do exclamation mark commands, if you click that link there, it shows all the commands on my channel. I would need to add custom commands for follow age and stuff, which I can just find. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. It'd be pretty much just copy and paste. But 10K points now. You gonna make me shave, Kieran, or are you saving up, buddy? That's 13 glasses potentially. Yeah, I mean, it is. If you want to do it again, but you know. So how does it get set up? Does it come with an app? Oh yeah. No, you manually set it up. So like you go to Nightbot and you sign in to your Twitch stuff on Nightbot's website, and then Nightbot will I think is Nightbot even a mod? Did I just /mod Nightbot? Have I not done that? Okay, Nightbot's already a moderator, right? But but yeah, if you go to nightbot.tv, you can set all of those up. You can make your own custom ones. You can grab some other people's. People have guides on how to make lots. Like I had a death counter for a while, but nobody was using it, and it was kind of buggy, so I just deleted it after a while. But yeah, no, I'm saving up for the VIP. All right, buddy. You're only a fifth of the way there, my friend. Think about it. You got to do it 5 times as much as you already have. But see, here's the thing. Clum got VIP back in the day when channel points were 2 times, right? But if it makes you guys feel any better, Clum did subscribe at tier 3, so he would be getting 2 times channel point rewards anyways. So, you know, doesn't matter. Clum is one of my 2 tier 3 subs. And the difference on tiers of subs, if you guys are wondering, tier 1 sub is $5 a month, USD. Tier 2 is $15 a month USD. Oh yeah, I forgot I save and quit there so I can dodge this guy. It's $15 a month, and I think tier 3 is $25 a month, which is kind of freaking ridiculous. So I have some people who I guess really like me in my chat, but like as you can see, Mr. Purple Pyrex has donated like almost $200 to this stream and is gifted 109 sub. Black Knight Halberd, guys, the run is live. Dude, start the timer. Get the timer out. Hang on, wait. Let me get the what is it? Wait. No, this. I would totally sub to people, but I can barely afford to call myself food at the moment. Dude, Foshizzle, I'm not asking for subs, man. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I work a full-time job. Everything I get on stream is strictly a tip, which is much appreciated, but it's not like this is my livelihood. Eventually I have expendable though, or not expendable that makes it sound like a waste, lol. Come on. This is such a slow speed run. Please, I don't even remember where my live split is, so I can't even just start it. It's on my desktop, but I can't get to my desktop with the game running. I need to just figure out where it is. Hang on. YGM though? What is YGM? Hang on, guys. The run is live. I got the Black Knight Halberd. 1 second. Give it a moment. Oh, you get me. Yeah. No, I get you, buddy. Yeah, like not expendable, but like you have more flexibility with your money. Yeah. Gotcha. Like me, I don't have a girlfriend anymore, so I all I do is work and stream and do nothing with my money. So I've been subbing to people and gifting subs and being generous, but game runs better than finding a file. Yeah, actually. What the frig? I guess I'm searching my entire PC, but like look, I was gonna make a funny joke about all of this, but now it's just like stupid. Like, wait, are you saying you have more time because you're single or more money because you're single? Oh, it's both. 100% both. Girlfriends are stupid expensive, and obviously they take time. So 12 channel points is just rough. Yeah, when it used to be 20, it was bad, man. Like, this was supposed to be a funny bit. I was gonna get a laugh, it was gonna be a good time, and now it's just like this. It's just not funny anymore, because I was gonna start a timer, and now it's just probably wasn't even gonna be that funny. It's probably just gonna be one of those like, yeah, lol in chat, Just... Oh, thanks. Wait. No. How do I start a new one? Wait, how do I start a new one? Do I have to... You know what? The meme's dead. You know what? I was gonna make a funny joke, meme's just dead. It's gonna be all fun and games, but well, sorry guys, ruined the bit. Keeping the cliche from people in the streets. NA speedrun is starting the timer. Oh, okay. I don't actually hear that like joke or cliche, so thought I was being funny. I doubt I really get any more damage off of that. It does magic damage, so. I like 3 hours is I little behind world record. Interesting. Man, MLJ is such a cool weapon. 100% magic damage alone is so cool. I agree. And that's what actually makes it good as well. Is also, that's a sound bug. It has started happening recently. Where the guys don't make noise coming out of the ground anymore. But, yeah, like, MLJ is really cool in that way. Now you freaking... Wowza, can't type. Yeah, that's... I was like, Kieran, I don't even know what you're trying to say, buddy. I like 3 hours. Is I a little behind world record? Excuse me? Wait, what am I doing? I didn't put my armor on. Are you serious? I wasn't even cool. I think 3 hours is a little behind world record. Comment on the speedrun to starting the timer. Alright. Neo's gotta be one of the coolest looking bosses. I agree. Am I dead? I might be dead. I don't know. 8 PM is a joke choking hour. I mean, every hour is a choking hour for me just because it's just who I am inherently, but... I can probably wear better armor than this. I gotta wear this at least. I said put the... Did you guys see that? The game took like 20 minutes to put my freaking armor on. What the... Nice, flat 40 boys. All right. Let's do Bed of Chaos next. Every hour is just a choking hour for me, bruh. It's true. Did you watch me play PvE? Is there PvP? Look, it's true. Oh, I mean choking. Ooh woo. Hannah's an axe main in Dauntless. Hannah plays Dauntless? And she's an axe main? Dude, hell yeah. She's got good taste. She's got good taste. Axe is the finest by far. If you were gonna say she was like a repeater main or like a chain scythe... Pretty much everything's respectable. Even if Hammer's top tier, it's respectable. It's a cool weapon. It does a lot of things. Yeah, that's some pretty fast stam regen if you watch my bar. It's pretty crazy. This area could have been so freaking cool. Could it have been? In your mind, what would have made this area cooler? The lore is there, agreed. The lore is very hidden though, as you know, Dark Souls. Excuse me. Yeah, but they had a plan, I'm sure. I mean, You'd hope. Yeah, my stammering gen is crazy. That's my armor. No, Kieran, that's my armor. Actually, you know what, Kieran? That's our armor. Cries and bromance. Ah. Don't do the blast. Just like perhaps a couple more NPCs. Obviously just more enemy variety. Lost Islith with a total of like 3 unique enemies. It's true. It's true. I mid-roll. Mid-roll. Oh, fast roll. I don't know. It's just not got the polish of like, oh yeah, of like other areas. I agree. Yeah, it feels like it was kind of just skipped over. I mean, it was clearly skipped over when you look at frickin' Bed of Chaos and stuff, so. Nice, I rolled the fall damage. That's perfect. But you have the Grabby enemies, the Taurus demons, the Capra demons. I mean, unique enemies, yeah, you have the wall bugs. So yeah, sorry, unique enemies, you have the wall bugs and the statues, and I think that's it. Oh, and the maggots, I guess. The statues, the maggots, and the ground worm things. That's 3, yeah. That one-shot me? Damn. Then you have the weird half-dragon things? Oh, yeah, the dragon butts. Yeah, yeah. I forgot about the dragon butts. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. There's like the little goopy boys. The little guys that chew you. The... Okay. There's like 5. Yeah, okay. There's a few more than I thought. But still. But I agree, it does feel unpolished, so. Man, Kieran got shot. Stop spamming caps. Pow. What's your favorite area? Ooh. I feel like I've answered this question like 100 times on stream and probably given a different answer every time. I got timed out. Wowza. Yeah, what did you do? Did you say soggy, or did you actually spam caps? And Nightbot shot you, so... Nightbot's kind of ruthless. I rolled fall damage again. That's nice. I gotta go with Perish. Perish is really good. Man, I'm not sure, like... Favorite area in Dark Souls. It's like a bunch of areas have like one thing that I really like, you know. I'm also really indecisive with this kind of stuff. No, I did all caps. Look at the skills. Look at the moves. Wall worm. What was that? Yeah, I mean that would get you timed out. That's a lot of caps. And like I said, that's just Nightbot automating the chat. I didn't. I mean, sorry, I actually manually banned you. I went, oh, frick, time curing up. This guy sucks. You shouldn't have said that in my chat. So get banned, scrub. Um... It's like... I really like Berg. I like Parish a lot. Blighttown, no. Sins. Anor Londo is probably the prettiest. Painted World is cool. Honestly, like it's kind of weird, but I think it might not be my favorite, but one of my favorite areas for sure is Undead Asylum, believe it or not. I really like Undead Asylum. And I don't really know why, but like I like how grim it is, and it's like it's just like a perfect starting area. It's like I don't know. It's really like it's really nice in like all like the grungy ways, you know, like I don't know. Look at this guy. The verticality is great too. This man is German and he's got better vernacular than I do. It's not even your first language. It's not even your first language. Perks of growing up bilingually. Yeah, I guess. Oh, hey. Yo, Faux Shizzle. You might not know about this. Do you want to see something cool? Do you know the, you know, like, the sideways, like, not escalators, but the sideways, like, moving platforms, in, airports? Really big airports? Did you know that Dark Souls has one? It's right here. So you hop onto this, right? Like, alright, is it really moving me? Watch this. It moves me by itself. You can try to fight it, but I go slowly. And it's really fast towards the end. And you can try to roll it, you can try to whatever. And now you're stuck unless you jump. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so like here, nothing happens, right? And then you walk to like here. And they can run along it. It's super fast, but what does that message say though? It's true. Let me check it. I did it. Oh, it pushes you back here. That's funny. Oh, it starts the elevator. Look how fast I am. Did you know that actually, why though? I have no idea. I think it's just how the geometry works. I'm not sure. It's very strange. On my face. That was an early roll, but it worked. Missed. Did I get grabbed? Oh my, get out of here. I'm trying to put the orange shard ring on, because sometimes this guy hits me, and it's just much better to do like this. There's the gate that in the area that's filled up with rocks. I wonder what they were going for there. Yeah, that one over there. A lot of theories have suggested that this is the doorway to where Q-Leg's sister is, but it can't be. There's no way. Like, if you look at it compared to the one in Q-Leg's domain, it's not even close to the same. But yeah, it's interesting. Like, it's not the right level. It's not the right shape. It can't be. Also, I remember checking this out, and I'm like, bro, why is there a freaking thing here? There's no item or anything. It's nowhere near. Yeah, exactly. I never understood that theory. It can't be. It's not close to it. It's a different shape. Like that one's way higher up. This one's lower down. But I've heard a couple different theories. Like there's this video called Dark Souls. There's this whole series called Dark Souls Dissected. Yo, actually, Faux Shizzle, yeah, you were there. Yeah. Dark Souls Dissected. You know all about that. He does a video, and I'm pretty sure he talks about that at one point. Yeah, by Lose Your Wall, exactly. He talks about, I think, that wall at one point during it, but I don't quite remember. I thought he did, at least. Oh, hey, Faux Shizzle, by the way, I never asked. What is your favorite PvP build so far? Like, cause you played back in the day, as well. Is it MLGS and that's why you made it first, or do you have like a certain favorite that you just haven't made? Cause I know a lot of people like some people think this build's cool or that build's cool or that one's fun. Nah, after I hopped onto PS3, I was messing with MLGS a lot. Yeah. MLGS is really cool. I'm just not very good with it. It is and isn't my style. It's a great sword, which I really like. We have to level intelligence. And, like, I really like the R2 reads, but... So, that was the first thing I was comfortable with again. So, I wanted my first character, DSR, to be comfortable. That makes sense. That's good logic there. As to back in the day, I always hated katanas. Same! I hate katanas! They're so cheesy, bro. I don't feel like I got outskilled. Like, dude, using mid Kumo today, I actually, like, maybe die inside. I didn't feel like I won... I really outplayed my opponents or won any of the fights I actually used. Like, that's why I always use crappy builds, because, like, man, I always loved Kumo. That's fair. I think Kumo is really cool. I think mid Kumo is, like... gross. My issue is just, Oh yeah? What would that be, Lee? So it's like Kumo, is it just like wonky stats or something? I could have gotten Kirk to invade me again, but... It's not even Kumo? That's what I like to hear. Let's check this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That's hot. Bro, I would play this shit all day. This is amazing. What do you mean? Great Lord, Greatsword, Pyromancy Flame, Great Chaos Power, Chaos Storm, Black Flame, Tower Shield, Great Bow. This is awesome. Dude, this is like the guy that was fighting me in Township, and he had like Q-Leg Fury Sword, or no, he had Gold Tracer, Goff's Great Bow. That reminds me of 49, 40, 30, 40. Dude, I know that guy. I hate playing him. Oh, he like, I don't know. It's not like the worst. Like the playstyle is annoying, but it doesn't really get to me. It is really funny how he can react, let loose the great bow. Like, I mean, the easy way to beat that is just sprint BS it, but I have a hard time dealing with super good spear users. But he doesn't use a spear. He uses the great bow and the gold tracer. People think it's easy to run BS, but the tracking is actually insane. Huh. Never would have known. This is potential first try at BOC, which would be cool. I mean, I first tried BOC a lot of times. Actually, this is really cool. Shizzle, I did an N64 controller run. Like, I used this N64 controller and beat Dark Souls. It's really cool. Really fun run. I first tried Bed of Chaos with an N64 controller. It was incredible. How is that even possible? I got a perfect. Is it a USB? Yeah, it's a USB. So I bought the controller from. It's actually it was my ex went to a women's clothing store, and they had like a little video game section. I was like, not video game, like electronics section. I was like, oh, let's check it out. Like, I don't really want to look at clothing, right? So I checked it out, and they had a USB N64 controller. And I bought it was $20, so I was like, I bought it, and I had to get Joy2 Key, a program to even read the controller as a controller, and beat the whole game with it, mapped it all out. Bro, go PvP with it. I've thought about it. People have asked about N64 controller PvP, but it would be worse than my PvP already is, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to subject people to that. You know what I'm saying? I could do like mid Kumo PvP with whatever, like, you know, it's mid Kumo's kind of brain dead, so. I'm gonna unattune this stupid magic. Yeah, 4 kings and we're done, I guess. Crazy. I mean, I do all of the DLC still, but I like mid Kumo. I like it more than CB builds. I actually like. Okay, I like mid Kumo builds. I think mid Kumo is cool. I don't mind fighting mid Kumo. I don't mind watching mid Kumo. Playing mid Kumo that I learned today is it's pretty sleeper for me. CB builds. I like watching CB builds. I hate fighting CB builds. And I will probably never play one. So. Oh, right, you were rocking it in the arena? Rocking what? I wasn't playing CB in the arena. What are you talking about? I haven't played... the only time I've ever even touched CB is for the PvE run I did. The Kumo? Oh, yeah, I mean, I did it for one match, and it was like, this build is awful. I need to switch it to my 66 strength build. Much better for the arena. That build's an arena machine. If I was better at arena, you'd see me win. I mean, do a lot better. But, you know, like I said, the best compliment I've ever gotten is from in regards to PvP, is from Mr. Death. And Mr. Death said, man, I wish I was this good 3 months in. Which actually made me super duper happy. It made me feel good. But the only issue is I'm still so bad. Like, there's so much... it's because I know I can be better. Is my issue. I know I can be better. You ever feel that in life? But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised when he said Williamson been since March. Thank you. I very appreciate that. Seriously. That boosts my confidence for sure. But like I said, I think it's a testament to the fighting games I played before. Because like I said, they're similar in some aspects. So, but there's like every time I die, I can highlight why I died, you know? Like, I didn't do this, or I should have done that, or I didn't toggle, or I messed up this, or something like that. So I just I just want my gameplay to be cleaner. Because I know it can be, and I know what I need to do in order for it to be cleaner. But yeah, that competitive nature alone, exactly. And see, like I said, because I've been playing fighting games since I was 6, I crave that, and you know, when I started playing online, I crave that competition. Or even when I was playing offline fighting games, I really crave that competition sense. So, like, for example, a lot of single-player games, I don't know why Dark Souls is the case. There's a few games that come along, they're single-player games that I can play the ever-living snot out of. But most of the time when it comes to single-player games, I can't play them because I'm not fighting a human. I want to be fighting a human. I want to be wrecking somebody's face. It's just instinctive in my nature, you know? I feel that, yeah. Can I kill it with just R2? That was the fastest landing I've ever seen ever seen Moonlight Butterfly. I didn't realize that was damage based. I thought it was just timing. That's crazy. Like, I can tell that a game is good, but like, good RNG? I don't know if that's RNG. Cause like, normally it takes her like, I think it's like 13 attacks or something like that. It's like 13 to 18 attacks, and she rests. But there she did like 3 or 4 actions and then rested, which is kind of insane. So I think it's because maybe I dealt damage, but I don't know. I've never really seen that before. I'll have to do more research into that maybe. It's more testing. But yeah, like for example, like some games I know are really good single player games, but I just get bored for some odd reason. Like for example, like Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, great games. Phenomenal games. I could play like 5 hours of them and I was like, yep, I'm done. You know? Like you know, Resident Evil 4. I almost played through and beat Resident Evil 4. Amazing game. I actually did a challenge run with a friend and saved over it. And was just like, yeah. Try to go back and play it. Years later, couldn't. Just, nope. Love a Dragon Quest series. Sit down, try to play Dragon Quest. Nope. I played a lot of Final Fantasy when I was younger. I can't really play Final Fantasy games all much anymore. So I want to be better than somebody at something. Even if it takes hard work, even if it takes dedication, even if it takes me getting my ass kicked, you know? That's fine. Like, bro, when I started off on PvP, I won, like, maybe a match a day. Maybe. I just got beaten over and over and over again for 4 hours. And I was having fun. I was enjoying it. But now I've gotten to the point where I know why I'm losing. I just need to be integrating that into my play. You know? And I'm not. I'm getting better as time goes, but like I said, the next build I need to play is Zero Poise. I need to learn to toggle, because I don't toggle enough. I toggle like second hits or third hits, and it's already too late at that point. Franker Z. I grabbed Hornet, right? Yarp. Say, when I first started DSR, I was getting whooped, but yesterday and today, I've been getting some good wins in. I'm good. Glad to hear, man. How much am I off for the level up here? I didn't mean to. I'm like 60 soul. Come here. I'm gonna kill a tree real quick. Hey tree, I need your souls real quick. Thanks. Oh, I need to repair this. You ever do duels? I've never actually dueled somebody, to be honest. I probably would, I just never have. I've never been asked to do a 1st to 10 or whatever. Nobody's ever wanted to 1st to 10 me. And I've never done duels. Just because nobody's ever asked. And I guess neither have I. But I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm gonna actually pop a soul and probably let's do it one of these days then if you're up. I'd be down. I could always get some good practice in, man. I think it's a great way to improve. Yeah, I would agree. I've done like some undead fights versus some people, but like I'm the kind of person like that I learn the player more than I learn the game. Like for example, Yum Yum, who was in here earlier, he can attest to that. In almost every game we play, like that's like a fighting game or something, I usually come out on top because I know him. I've known him since grade 8. Him and I have fought each other over and over and over and over and over again to the point where I know him. I play the player, not the game. And you know, like for example, Purple Turtle like knows me. He knows my quirks super well. He's just downloaded me. The guy has got my number. I've beaten that guy like maybe 3 times out of the probably 50 we've fought. Maybe 3, probably more than 50. Like he's a really good player, but he's at the point that he just knows who I am. Like he's just like, yeah, I can see through you. Like before he was just beating me because his skill was better, but now he's like a behemoth. I swear, like he knows my tendencies. Like he'll do things that he knows that I'll fall for. And I'm like, why did I fall for that? Or maybe he just gets like really good reads, but he gets really good reads like literally all the time. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he's super good. Damn, forces you to become unpredictable. Yeah, exactly. And like playing unpredictably is good, but it's awkward. Because you need to be whoopsies. You need to be avidly thinking about it. Ah, I'm reading chat. Why? Deathbox. And to learn your own patterns that you don't even know. Yeah, it's true. Oh, I'm stuck here. I'm gonna spawn in. It's gonna put me right on the side of the ledge. Roll, do something, please. Oh, it worked. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Should I play more defensive recently? Yeah, I actually wanted to make a dedicated spear build. Not too long ago. But there's a lot of builds I want to make and play. Ah, it's bad. I got hit there. And it was a slow ladder get up. I think I'm dead. We'll see. Ooh, I made it. Nice. It's interesting to force yourself to play aggressive defensive. This roof, I feel, might be a cool FC spot also. Can you FC up here? This would be cool. I mean, everybody stands, like, on this end, probably, and fights over there. Can you, like... Yeah, you can? Bro, dude, full shield, you got the best... Hang on, let me... Whatever the frick, sealer. Something like that, you know, was Lamau. Think of all the spots all the time. There's actually another really cool spot that I like. You'd have to set a character up for this. I guess you do see, it's not that hard. Even Tomb of the Giants, so you can get the Ember. Oh yeah. One that I've thought of, it's actually really cool, and I only recently learned of it. I don't think anybody else knows of it. If you have people in your world, and I need to think about the sequencing here, because it's actually important. Yeah, okay, if somebody invades your world, and you open the doors to Sif's arena, there won't be a fog wall like there is normally, because you haven't seen Sif for the first time, right? You can actually fight somebody in Sif's arena as long as you don't go and trigger the cutscene, which is pretty cool. That's an FC spot that I've thought of as well. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've done that one recently? Ah, damn. There's nothing new under the sun. Not as an organized FC. Oh, but like as a you fought somebody there. Yeah, that'd be a cool one. The Anne Orlando roof one is like action. I'm like, damn, how has nobody done that yet? Like, I've never even heard of that. That's an amazing spot. The new Londo place is pretty cool actually as well. There's actually a really nice spot. You would have to use cheat engine to get there, so the FC is kind of eh. But I want to do like an undead or something like that, or like a, you know, whatever. When you first get picked up from the bats, from beating Iron Golem, when you're going down the staircase to like Anne Orlando, there's like a perfect boxed in square over there, and like a bunch of different like things where people could stand on and drop into and stuff. Like I said, you need cheat engine to get over there, but I was like, damn, that would be super cool. Yeah, cheat engine opened up a lot of cool spots. Yeah, I agree. Like, bro, I don't know. Okay, also I don't know how people do it, but there's a way where you can like unlock PvP in certain areas. I don't think you can with the cheat engine that we have, but like for example on Pt.2, I know people have done fight clubs in Ash Lake, which is really cool. I ran the wrong way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You and I had the exact same idea. But which is a beautiful area. But I don't know how one would even go about doing that, and that's definitely a bannable offense. You know. Oh, I'm not gonna 3 kings. Damn it, I messed up my stamina. It's just going after this? No, it's all DLC, buddy. I got all the DLC to do. Which are some of the best fights in the entire game, so. They're also gonna be really hard with a pure magic weapon, so. Yeah. This is gonna be some fun stuff. Oh, what? I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. Oh, damn it. I think you can do Calamite Arena as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure the fog wall comes up, doesn't it? If you kill Calamite before Artorias? Oh, you'd have to do some cheat engine stuff then for that, hey? You'd have to, Okay. Interesting. That's a myth bust right there. That'd be cool though. That'd be a neat arena. I mean, with CE, you can do anything, so... Not anything, but you can do a lot of things. You can just force kill them. And revive them if you really want to. Oh yeah, you just bonfire townships, have to fight with Goth. Then go to Sanctuary, kill it. I chat tomorrow? Sure. Let me know how that works. Cause that'd be pretty neat. Oh, also what would be really cool is if you had to do the rusted iron ring and use this as a PvP arena. That'd be kind of funny. Massive area, yeah. I thought that too. Rusted iron ring combat only, babe. You pretty much have to play double ring builds at that point. Rusted iron ring hornet. Let's go. Pretty sure that's what it's called, right? The rusted iron ring. I haven't picked that ring up since like my second playthrough. Alright, here we go. Sanctuary Garden. Nice. The running attack R1 staggers, which is really good. I missed! I rolled that as it was hitting me, not before. This fight usually gives you trouble back in the day. That's fair. It's honestly the fact that he flies around is why it's annoying more than anything else. I could have probably R1 there again, but just play it safe. It's a cool fight, so many different moves. Yeah, it's alright. I don't really like Sanctuary Guardian all that much, to be 100% honest, but I wouldn't say it's a bad fight. It's just really annoying. You get a lot of damage if you do that. Boom. Like I said, DLC bosses have really high magic defense, and my damage will be pretty low for most of these. That's fine. Like I said, straight sword hilt was always worse, so... That run actually boosted my confidence so much in my ability to do, like, so many different other Dark Souls runs. Oh, you can. That's tail. That must have sucked. Yo, I have, like, the... I misread that. I have, like, the worst clip ever of that. I'll show it to you after this fight. It's Dark Souls in a nutshell, is all I'll say. But yeah, the fight with Manus was 25 minutes. It was an experience. I will say it was actually fun though. Like as painful as it was actually fun. No. Which are like, how could that even possibly be fun? It was just putting your skill to the test. It was, how do I stack up with the worst weapon in the game, you know? And like, it doesn't get any worse. Like, the only way it gets worse is with your fist. It's the only way it gets any worse. Alright, I'll show you the clip. It's truly a tragedy. For those of you that haven't seen it, you're gonna get a good chuckle out of it. But I'll tell you, in the moment, it was probably some of the most defeated I've probably ever been in my whole life. Okay, hang on. Here it is. It's literally called Dark Souls in a nutshell. Hang on. Again, so, preface. 25-minute fight with Manus. Right? We're 23 minutes in right now. 23 minutes. And I'm playing this on a Tuesday. And I know I could unlock on for better R1s, but... Steam servers went down for maintenance and kicked me a title screen. Look at my face. Look at my face here. I can't believe that just happened. I was so dead inside. That was over a 20-minute fight. I started the fight, and my girlfriend came in and said hi at 4:47. RIP. And it booted me out. That was a 22-minute fight. That makes the clip even worse. When was that? March sometime. Yeah. Cause Quiz was there. But if my girlfriend was already there, I broke up with my girlfriend March 31st. So sometime in March, but yeah, I was right when you got into PvP, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I got into PvP March 4th? Yeah, March 4th is when I got invited to the Discord server. And then it all started. My career took off. Here I am. What, Yomi? Oh, you want to see the mid-roll glitch? Here we go. This is cool too. Trick that I learned. Bam. Mid-roll. Wow, that's cool AF. Yeah, it's weight specific. So you can't just mid-roll. It needs to be 27 to 31%, I'm pretty sure. It needs to be a very specific equip load, which is actually easier to hit than you'd think. But you can't just like freaking throw on like Havel armor and be like, yeah, dude, I'm doing the mid-roll glitch. It needs to be specific. But yeah, if you have enough stamina, you can roll off any amount. So, yo, Chris F0. Hey man, I'm a Canadian man. I don't speak. I assume it's Spanish. Sorry for my ignorance if it's not, but I don't know how to talk to you if. This is my favorite fight in the game, by the way. Favorite boss? Right here. Monsieur Artie. Pocket sand. Oh, I looked away for half a second. Green chat. No problem. Yeah. Mr. Death, though, is a Spanish streamer. And his community is half English, half Spanish, so feel free to give Mr. Death a follow. I assume it probably came from him, to be honest, but also an amazing player, very, very strong. Which Discord are you referring to? Church of Space Cthulhu is what I'm referring to. I need to stop reading chat, man. I'm just addicted to chat, bro. Is it focused on DSR? Yeah, it's a DSR PC. Well, okay, that's a lie because Vile got mad at me last time I said this. It's a Discord community of a bunch of friends. Friends being a very loose term in this sense, but essentially what it's used for now is it's just an over glorified DSR PC Discord server. But like they do other things there, like they play and talk about other games, they send memes, they all share around and whatever. But I thought I was getting hit by that. But yeah, like they like watch movies together and stuff sometimes. It's kind of cool. Where a bunch of homies go to hang out, but that's where most of the guys you see on my channel come from. Buff. I'm actually gonna stagger him here and heal. I clipped into his body with that roll. Austin, you're still AFKing my stream, bro? It's okay. You don't need to AFK my stream that hard, man. You don't owe me a debt because I gifted you some subs last night. Take it easy, buddy. Okay, focus on the fight. Stop reading chat, bro. That hit me? Nice. I did not expect him to do that. Artie's actually giving me a run for my money this time. Usually he doesn't. Usually I just run him over, but I think maybe it's my lack of damage. I need to bait that in case he did the thing there. Nice. Did you? Yeah, the PvP scene is super fragmented these days. Yeah, I actually agree with that. I was thinking about that the other day. Dark Souls PvP is split across not only 2 different games, but 3 different platforms. People play Pt.2, PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, and DSR, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's really sad. Like, if the game had crossplay, it would be fine, and both communities would survive. But you are amazing. Thank you, my friend. You, I assure you, I'm not that amazing. I have no life. I play this game a lot. People are much better than me at this game, but I thank you for your compliment. Thank you, thank you. I thought it was just Yomi, but I guess that one's just P2D focused. Yeah. Of course, there's some crossover of players and platforms. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, mid-roll glitch. Here we go. I'll do it again for you, just for swag points. Wait, no! I didn't mid-roll that. I forgot. You need to wait a second for it to kick in, but I don't actually normally mid-roll this. I just want to flex. I just want to flex this mid-roll. Wait, what? Oh, I leveled up my stamina. I'm an idiot. Hang on. 1 second. I think that's good. I might have been off on my math, but there you go. Mid-roll. It's sick every time. Yeah, I actually do that in invasions. There's clips of me doing that in invasions when like people start to gank me and stuff. I'll mid-roll down the elevator, and on characters I don't have the elevator, so you can't press it up top. It's actually really cool. This is a terrible way to come. Oh, please! Terrible way to come at this, but. Ooh, all right. Damn, the PvE strats feed into the PvP. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's actually better for me to go the other way, but yeah. Like I said, it's weight specific, but once you know the weight, it's fine. Okay. Can't wait to absolutely dismantle Manus here in 5 seconds. Manus, for a long time, was one of my worst bosses. It was just so incredibly hard. And then after doing a lot of, like, low damage runs, I just learned Manus. And it's gotten to the point where I don't even kindle the bonfire normally for Manus anymore. I might kindle it for Moonlight Great... But I still die to trash like that. I might kindle for this because my damage is going to be so low, but I'm going to do a run without. I guess I can also burn humanity, so probably won't be that bad. I always thought Calamite was harder than Manus. Calamite is purely RNG, in my opinion. If he gives you a bunch of breath attacks, Calamite's easy. But if he does, you know, like the giraffe neck swing, that attack is got the dumbest hitbox ever. Not ever, but it's awful. And it can combo into its other one. It's crazy. But yeah, if he just does that over and over and over again, you're probably just in for a bad time. So check it. Am I dead again? Man, I'm so good at this. Watch me talk all this smack about beating Manus, then die to these trash mobs over and over again. But yeah, actually, the first video I ever uploaded was my only level strength playthrough. I didn't level up HP or endurance. Or like anything else. I just only leveled up strength. And I had a really hard time with Manus for the first bit. Calamite was okay, but and then yeah, like I said, when I did my straight sword hilt run, and the Manus fight took 25 minutes. That was a big turning point for me, because I was like, I mean, you learn the guy's attacks. And why am I so bad? Please, Caden. This is a trash area that you run through every time you play the game. This isn't even a hard part or a hard area. I just... Right after Chris was like, "You're amazing," I die there 3 times in a row. Man, This is some top tier gameplay. Ow. Alright. Let's take it slow and steady. Block the attack. We're gonna do old strats. Block the attack. Walk up. Roll the orb. Turn the camera. Nothing's coming. Yikes. Bait the guy. He didn't do the attack, right? We're gonna save and quit here, so he did it! I was here! Whoa! The final boss has been conquered, everybody. That's it. Good night. Have a great one. Bog shit. Dude, I'll do my I love that emote. Okay. Okay. So again, I might not need to kindle if I have to kindle, but I'm gonna try to just use my flasks, and if I have to burn humanity, I mean I have 34 that I've just gathered throughout the run, so won't really have an issue. But I'm gonna guess I'm gonna do about 90 damage is gonna be my guess. Manus has 6,666 life for those of you that don't know. The highest HP boss in the game. I rolled that. I'm gonna burn humanity. And yeah, so if I'm doing less than 100 damage, I have to hit him over 66 times. Oh, that dude's cheesing him with the hawk ring. Hell yeah. If you guys don't know, you can cheese Manus there by... you can see Manus's red eyes, and if you have... You didn't know that? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So if you have sniper or... Yeah, no, feathered arrows. Feathered arrows, a hawk ring, and whatever the... I think the black bow of Ferris, specifically. You can shoot him from there. It does like no damage, but you can cheese him with like a whole bunch of arrows. Yeah, it's really funny. Okay, 112. We do better damage than I thought. Bro, you know pretty much every PvE strat. Bro, I'm a PvE player who learned PvP. Ooh, nice bait. Manus can do, in that combination, he can do 1-2 and then 3-4. Like right here, he can do 3-4. Right there, but it's delayed. He wants to pause at 3, but... I didn't roll that. I think I get hit. Manus? Yeah, more like Manus, you know what I'm saying? So, we're doing pretty bad on healing right now, but... That's right. Once I, got a custom him again, we'll be good. Ow. Really? I get hit by both of those. I get hit by that, too! Jeepers. I'm showing my PvE proficiency here. Conserve stamina? Yeah. I don't want to R2 too many times because I don't want to break the sword. It's right there. He can do 2, 3. He can also just do 3. Okay, that was the big palm. Damn, see, he baited me. The little bait and switch, buddy. I'm rolling too early is my issue. I could have healed there. How many bombs can you do before breaking from full? I believe R2 does, I think it's 80 durability. I need 300, so that's ground slide here. I missed the running attack. Oh well. So, a few? That still hit me? Okay. Yeah, I can't really do the math right now. I'm a little bit preoccupied. That should be a thing. Doing math problems in Dark Souls. I mean, you'd think this would be mindless enough for me to not be even having it. For me, not to have to even think about it, but... See, no, I'm not the king of this yet. One day I'll be, I mean, can I really be the king if I don't do no hit runs? But... I don't think I'll ever be the king. It's fine. I could R1 to there again, but... I used to roll back there, but if he does that into the ground pound magic, I basically just instantly die. So... 3-4. 3-4. No hit runs are wild. Yeah, also my thing with no hit runs is it forces a certain playstyle. Like the way I like to play the game is I throw myself hard enough at a brick wall till it shatters. It's my favorite way to play the game. I like no damage runs. I like that kind of challenge. Whereas a no hit run forces a very passive playstyle, very methodical. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying one's inherently better or more fun or worse than the other. I just mean, like, that's not how I like to play the game, so... Like, I could do a no-death run. At least I would try a no-death run. I would take it pretty seriously, but... Really? Alright. I'll take it. No damage, you're allowed to block being the difference. The no hit run is you can't be hit at all. So I actually don't think they are allowed to block even. But if they are, it would have to be a pure physical attack, hitting 100% phys block shield, and it doesn't overspill. Could R1 to there, but... Yeah! Get wrecked. And then I'll bomb you for fun. GG. Yeah. There you go. I didn't even need to burn my flasks. On that note, I'm gonna go to bed. Hey, Faux Shizzle. Thanks for staying around for so long, man. Really appreciate it. GG's on the fights we had in the arena, dude. I'll see you around sometime real soon, I'm sure. Take care. It's probably super late for you. So, thanks for toughing it out, buddy. See you around sometime soon. Yeah, man, been fun. I've enjoyed it. I've liked get to know you better, dude. But my schedule's a mess. Fair. Ciao. Arrivederci, friend. Alright. Did I repair this thing? No, I didn't. Need to repair it. I guess I could do actual math. I assume this would be 93 after, right? Oh, it's not. It only takes 40. Crazy. Good gameplay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I played this game a few times, so this is weapon number 22 in my quest to beat Dark Souls every weapon, and I had already beaten the game a bunch beforehand, but yeah, thank you. I definitely try. I'm kind of a goofball, and I make a lot of mistakes. Nature of us humans, right? Oh yeah, I didn't even soul break for Manus. Whoops. I usually pop every boss soul and consumable soul I have in my inventory before Manus, but I just didn't, because I forgot. I'll do it for Calamite though, I guess. We'll just power level. Should have gone to bed already. Whoops. I started the run a little bit late. Took me a little longer than I thought it would. I mean, I messed up a couple skips here and there, so. Bro, for real? They're nipping me in the butt every time. Okay, well, I don't want to die to the dogs. Okay, so this is a test. I usually go down there and I grab the souls. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Nice. I like to grab these souls and then, let Calamite shoot at me with big beam attack, but later. I usually block that, but I'm just going to see how this way feels instead. Pretty sure the shake was a cutscene. Oh yeah, and guys, for those of you that don't know, the rule number 1 of Dark Souls in general, of Dark Souls 1. Rule number 1 is you don't skip this cutscene. Skip every cutscene in the game. This is the only cutscene you watch every time.
Good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Like, Goth is blind, man. Or they packed his helmet with resin, whatever. He can't see out of his helmet.
is never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
That's my favorite voice line in the entire game. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling. Don't ask me why, just the way that he says that is perfect. Perfect. Alright. On to Calmeet. Calmeet, Gwyn, and we're done, guys. MLGS, Moonlight Greatsword run is done. Which will make weapon number 22, I believe. Could be 23. I kind of lost count. We'll figure it out when I fill the whole chart up. I could go and count them, I guess. It's time for me to go to bed, I guess. It's a little bit, I mean, I work in like 8 hours, so should probably sleep soon. Let's just hope I can first try both these next bosses, and we'll be good to go. Alright, nice. Here we go. Round 1. Alright, so count me, like I said, RNG-based fight. Giraffe neck, we don't like to see it. He doesn't follow it. Hold that R1. Stomps. Okay, big blast attack. Sprint, jump, back to neutral. What does he do? Fly. Running R1. Stomp. Running R1. Does he grab? He gets stomped. Really weird. Giraffe neck. We hate that. That's grab. You roll back, run in. Don't try to roll to the side. Get killed every time. Or get grabbed, rather. You don't want to get grabbed. My man, Duke! Buddy! How are you, my friend? How is it going? I hope you're well, my guy. What up, what up? I could have got in there, but... Why are you doing up so late, buddy? You're never here at this time. You're always here early. Probably don't work tomorrow or something, huh? I was talking about you earlier in the stream, actually. I was talking about viewers that have been with me since the very, very beginning. And there's 2 people that watched me from way back in the day. It's you and Truthishly. The 2 OGs. I mean, there's more OGs than that, but, you know. 2 of the people that have been here since... way back. What weapon are you using? The... Look at how active that was! The Moonlight Greatsword, my friend. Seath's tail cut weapon. Damn it! That was a free run. I didn't even use the flask yet. I freaking grabbed. That was super active. And I know, man, it's crazy. It feels like way longer than it has been. Yeah. Like, it's only, like, February. Like, you think about it. I've only been streaming for almost 7 months. I mean, I started streaming in 2019, so... It's been a little longer than that, but... The first year that I streamed, it was super inconsistent and all over the place, so it doesn't even really count, but... I've been streaming consistently for 7 months. And yeah, it's... feels like it's been way longer for a lot of things. This is good. Let's just play better. Sorry about my excessive yawning, by the way. I don't know, like, it's unprofessional to yawn on the stream, but I'm getting really tired. I hate the draft neck, bro. It's really hard to roll that. You gotta be very specific. Long breath, hell yeah. We need a lot more of these. Just do that like 20 more times and we're good. Alright, I'll just wait for 10 eons for that, I get. No, it stored my roll! Gosh. Why did it roll to a ward? What have I been playing so badly? I like first or second try Calamine every time. Oh, let's power level, I guess. I don't think I really need it, but apparently I do. I'm dying. Alright, here we go. 206,600. There we go. Honestly, I think I was slapping on our ROSP. Yeah, let's put it on. Oh yeah, and let's do like... $30 soft humanity for even more defense. There we go. Let's just get this run over with so I can go to bed. Sorry about the yawn again. Cheapers. I had a rough sleep last night. You know, worked a full day today. Been streaming for 5.5 hours now. Alright, Calamine, what's RNG? Weak sauce. That's correct. Correct. That's just John's right there. How did that hit me? That attack is actually really hard to roll as well. Helicopter. Could have got a running R1 there, but I'll just take the heal. Alright. I didn't conserve my stamina there. I thought I let it recharge enough, but I didn't. Look at that! Hitballs! That move is trash! That move is trash! Big breath. Oh, I misread that. I could have got more damage here, but that's alright. You shouldn't even be able to fly at all. Running attack. With the running attack, nice. Damn. Sorry about my lack of commentary. It might be a little bit boring, but I'm just trying to focus on the fight. I didn't mean to do that. No! My weapon! I'm gonna have to give up on the run. I mean, not give up on the run, but give up on the fight. Frick! Forgot to repair it. Well, damn it. I actually fat fingered Ray Trader. Well, you know what? Let's play it out. If I die, I die. Actually, I kind of need souls to repair it. Yeah, let's play it out. I'll be doing literally double damage, but... Yo, Sentry! Bro! Holy. Thank you for subscribing again. The 2-month resub. Good afternoon. I wish to die. Same. I accidentally hit R2 and forgot to repair my stupid weapon. So now I'm doing no damage. Also, Sentry, your emotes are incredible. Just want to let you know that. Everybody that's subbed to you loves your emotes. Well, thank you again for the sub, man. It's going straight to charity, so it's going to a good cause. Appreciate it nonetheless. Founder. I have literally never killed this boss. I'd recommend it. It's an interesting fight. For the first time around. It's super RNG based is my only issue. Is like, it can be like fun and whatever, but then sometimes it's just like he does a bunch of stupid attacks and it's just not fun at all. I like bosses that give themselves opportunities to be opened up and have counterplay, but I think I'm slowly becoming worse at streaming too. What do you mean? Most of the time you stream, I'm at work, so I can't even be there for it. Are you... I'm gonna get a one-shot from this, aren't I? Like by an attack, he's gonna do something stupid. I feel like I should heal, but I'm just gonna play it passive. I just go tiny brain mode, I can't talk good. I mean, I feel like everybody has their days with that, you know? Like, if it's being consistent, then... I don't know. Are you feeling like you have trouble with I say the same 3 words. What is it? I hate this game? Or like... those are 3 words you say over and over again? I hate this game. Oh, frickin'. Jeez. It's like one of the best attacks. I could have like closed the fight out. Based, cringe, and lol in differing orders. Actually saying lol is kind of cringe. But, I mean, based can be cringe as well, but... That's fine. I don't know, it's... I got hit by this watch me die here and lose all this. I would just laugh. I rolled it. Nice. Bro, I say lol out loud all the time. Yeah, that's... Oof. Like a 9-year-old girl. That's... yeah. You know what, Stitcher, we all have our, we all have our faults. Alright? Nobody's perfect. I mean, look at me. I'm terrible at Dark Souls, but somehow, you know, people give me money for it, so, you know. Hey, Microsoft account problem. Nobody cares. Alright, well, we're on to Gwyn, and then we're done. And Gwyn, all you do is cheese all day.
Sorry.
Alright. There we go. And we're finally done with this run. I can go to sleep. Holy frick. It was a good stream though. You know? 3 hours of PvP. Roll some PvE. What a gorgeous background there. A lot of areas in this game are just actually stunning. You know, FromSoft might have balanced the game poorly. Might have added a lot of tech that's just bugs. But you know what? They did a few things right. Alright. Let's do a height parry. Let's get the frick out of here. Plin, plin, plon. 1001. Pretty good. I want to see what it was one-handed, but just muscle memory for me to... Two-hand riposte. I went with both hits of the MLGS there. I did power attack and got the actual stab, which has a hitbox, if you guys didn't know. It can actually be parried, too, and then I got the bomb. But anyways, that's it. It's in the game. Done, though. Hey, Mr. Death. How's it going, man? I'm surprised you're here, buddy. GG's. Anyways, everybody, that's going to do it for me today. Had a nice, 5.5 hour stream. It's nice. MLGS. Pretty cool weapon. Pretty cool. Honestly, like in PvP, it's amazing. PvE, it's all right. If you gotta pick your bosses, as you saw DLC, you don't really do that much damage for. Early, it's really hard to use properly. Yeah, it's a good late game weapon, but it's again more optional than anything. As straight sorceries are kind of just a build PvE. Yeah. Anyways, everybody, thank you all so much for the love and support. I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be probably playing what's the word I'm looking for? Beatrice, why the frick are you here? I'll be playing variety games. I've been playing with a buddy of mine who just did affiliate actually not too long ago. Yeah, I'll be doing some testing to see if games actually work. I'll need like a friend of mine to hop in this stream and be like, hey, your frames are dropping or not, and try to solve some issues. I might even need to go to OBS Studio. I don't know. There's a bunch of things I might have to change tomorrow, so we'll see as it goes. I saw the Calmy fight a bit, just woke up. Fair enough. I'm off to work soon. Well, take care at work, buddy. Good morning. I'm going to bed now, so good night. Anyways, everybody, like I mentioned, take care. Love you all. Thanks again for the support. See why that sound, baby. See y'all real soon. Take care, and until next time, peace.